Digital Dimension was founded 16 years back and is producing computer-generated imageries for its clients, mainly in the film and TV and interactive industries. We're a 6-time Emmy Award winner, 4-time VES winner, and we just recently got an MI6 award and our nomination again this year for one of our projects. We've recently worked on The Great. We built CGI wolves, and it ended up being a big part of the movie, which ended up having fantastic results. We're very happy about that.
A couple of years ago, we were confronted with a big project, the cinematics for Mortal Kombat. It required that we produce about 2 hours worth of material in just a few months.
The amount of stuff that we had to do in a short amount of time was really, really scaring us.
We had not enough artists, not enough time. We had a very tight budget and very tight schedule, and all these basically put a lot of pressure on the team to find solutions to make it happen. The advantage of going with a product like the Entertainment Creation Suite is that if I have a bit of a buffet where I have a software that I know is going to give me great fire or great snow, why would I do the R&D? Especially that my R&D is going to cost me a lot more than buying the software package. Being able to minimize my R&D because I have all of these production-proven tools in front of me allows me to then, with confidence, start up a production because I know that my software is going to work and I know what I can achieve with it.
Action.
The idea to build our own small mocap studio was really to give the tool to the animation team in-house. We were finding that the clients were providing us with excellent mocap. The problem was that when you're not on set to shoot it, it might not be necessarily all what you need. So instead of going back and forth, it just proved useful for us to be able to do it internally.
We can set it up with the help of Motion Builder that allows us then to import and retarget that animation in Softimage. This is the kind of setup that a few years ago would have cost $100,000, and right now it costs us maybe under $10,000 to do the whole setup. We have a project right now that was split in two, and between the beginning and the end, we went from receiving mocap from the client to doing our own mocap. And at this point, our team is smaller. We finished all our animation on time at a higher quality, and we had complete control over the kind of mocap that we needed for animation.
To me, if you do motion capture, you really need Motion Builder because the tools in there are really made to it in motion captures, and it's just the best thing to do. So right now what we're doing is, if we get mocap that is not really what we need, the animator just stands up, goes in the animation capture room, does whatever he needs to do, brings it back, and in a few minutes, a few hours, we get a really good block in. Now we can work on top of it, but with the right stuff.
For us, it's a no-brainer. It just saves a lot of time, it saves a lot of frustration because the artists aren't sitting there with mocap that they can't use.
So we are a Softimage-based studio, but we've been working with Maya, 3ds Max, Motion Builder, Mudbugs.
We do all our modeling, texturing, and all that in Softimage.
For me, Softimage is the easiest software to use and the easiest one to learn. I like the way you can build easily your synoptic views, your custom properties. And ICE is such an amazing system to use. You can create all kinds of new way to rig and new way to animate.
When we are creating promotional images, mostly in the video games industry, we will use Maya.
We also use 3ds Max for effects. We use Motion Builder. We can actually bring in animation from mocap, and we can animate with it very well. The interoperability between the softwares in the Entertainment Creation Suite allow us to basically leverage all the strengths of each software and to seamlessly move that data from one software to the next.
The status quo in our industry is the worst thing that can happen to you. You want to ensure that you keep on moving and that you get as much tools to the artists so that you make their life that much easier.
It's difficult to start quantifying how the Entertainment Creation Suite has increased our business, but you can sense when the company kicks into higher gear. Our kill ratio on projects that we're bidding on is higher now than it had been previously, and we can go get an animated feature project that would literally overnight double our business. The Entertainment Creation Suite allowed us to deliver with much less frustration, complete control over the product, better quality of life for everybody. We have a lot of artists who are on parental leave. I mean, what are these people doing after work? I mean, they must have a quality of life if they're making babies. It's really, a testament to what we've achieved using the suites.
There are many benefits to getting the entertainment creation suites. There's no doubt that we would do it again in a second.